You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me?
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL.
Will he hit your ass with what kind of combo?
Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders
and he let me shoot in his face. I think the air got challenged. Send me a stream. It's an AI lock, bro. It's not letting me listen to it. Yeah, this shit not working on the video.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Hey, we go Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Bring it. Hey, easy.
Quickly to the air is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check tight. Check tight. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy,
how about you send the paint and I just
his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Now 1st and 10 at the 11.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
First carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Check.
On 2nd and 12, Carr being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I want to see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So Golden
go ahead, you send the pen, I'll go to the ball.
They can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding.
Don't let him add. Don't let him do
nice accomplishment.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Don't actually let him go to the paint on purpose, though.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame charge. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up a bit, a little bit didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
No, bro, what happened? I thought.
The table there, their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field. Put together a good drive.
I think that's a stop. Get off.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
New Mike 52.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. The Broncos at 8-1 on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to compete.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. In your face.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Let's go, baby. Return over. Let's get that ball.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson.
Remember the people that we supposed to play here again.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Now it's Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Here we go.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Watch one.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. This pass caught by Hamler. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
He's crashing. He's checking.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Here we go.
Second down and goal. Wilson. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Carr. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long.
31's the mic.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Go 14. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Come on.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
I don't think you got it, son. There we go, Mike 20, Mike.
Alert, 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 alert.
Throwing down Wilson on first down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4, and it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver.
Hey, Mike 20.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
On 3rd down, Wilson. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Let's go, 4 down, 4 down.
Watch the run, watch the run. Mike 5.
I'm scared.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Chandler Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Sutton drilling it in on the left side. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Wilson. Throw right side complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Another the catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him at the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Sliding out of the pocket. This is Hamler on the crossing route. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just didn't tip the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. One play action. Now Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40.
808. Tight end right. Tight end right. You got 3.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you get 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards.
I got you, boy. Go.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Here's a diving catch right side. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 15 now. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
He's got a man complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a result.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
31's the mic. I got you, punk. 31's the...
Throwing now is Carr.
Check.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and the deficit will hold at 15.
And now two problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up a great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Watch the run.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
31's the mic. Get down. 31's the mic.
On second and very short, Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
We own them.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Adams. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now on second and 13, Carr. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
Let's go.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Got it. Mike 20. Let him know. Let him know.
Hey, Mike 20.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Hey,
The slot man in motion right.
Go, in and out. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Mike 20.
Let's go, defense.
There's Wilson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Max Crosby with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Thought they'd run the football there on 3rd and inches. Decided to try to pass it, and obviously it did not pay off.
Yeah, that is conventional wisdom. You don't have far to go to pick up the 1st down. I wonder if they overthought it a little bit. Thought maybe they'd catch them napping and get a big play over the top. Instead, the sack occurred.
Mike 380. There. QB drop. Watch QB drop. Hey, Mike 50. Yeah. Mike 50. Mike 50. One left. All day, every day, any day.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now Carr on the bootleg. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He's got it to Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Get in the weight room.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up these leads.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight?
On first down, Carr escaping the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Hey.
Carr now to throw. Flush to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Randy Gregory able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Flushed out right. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes...
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Wilson.
You better be afraid of me. You better be
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. Wilson will throw again. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Hey, hey. He's coming, double up. Good job right there. Good job right there.
Throwing is Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd and goal.
Tight end right. We got 4.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. From the shotgun, Wilson. Now he steps away. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Hey, 315. Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Hey, watch the ball.
Hey, we go Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Mike 20, Mike 20.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Raider D, they get the football back. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Rolling to his left. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Single, single. Single, single.
I got one, I got one, I got one. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Shift, shift.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down, 4 down.
Wilson wants to throw it. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they're going to score again.